Hi class, Miss Mac here. Thank you so much for watching this video that I assigned for homework. Tonight, your job is going to be to watch this video and afterwards do some brainstorming and outlining because we are going to be using this program called Inklewriter to start working on a new project tomorrow. Now, as you know, we have been working tirelessly on our social studies unit, which is about westward expansion. And you've all been doing a really great job keeping up with the information and talking a lot about what westward expansion was and how it affected people and what the outcomes were. And we've done a lot of reading, and this time, instead of reading, I want you all to write something. So for this project, you are all going to write a story about a individual or a family or anything, anyone really, going out west and what their experience would be like. Now, this isn't just a pen and paper type of story. This actually program lets us do something really special. We write our own interactive stories using this program. So, let me show you a few examples of what I'm looking for. So like I said, we are going to be writing stories as if you were someone going through the westward expansion. Now, here I have a little example. This is the first example that I made. It's really short, and I expect yours to be a little bit longer. But this is just to show you one way that you could approach this story. So as you can see, the title is here, and this is in a diary format. So it's as if I was someone who was going out west and I was keeping a diary and writing down the things that were happening. So as you can see, I wrote down a few things about going out west, getting tired, how everywhere starts looking the same, getting a little hungry. These are all things that we've talked about in class, things that happened to real people when they were going out west. And when you write your story, I expect you to use factual information, so real things that we've talked about that happened back then, and I want you to include that in your story. One of the neatest parts about this program is that we can not only write stories but make them interactive stories. So the person who is reading them can click on these options and the story can go in new directions. I like this option for this type of story because as far as westward expansion goes, lots of people went out west and lots of people had very different results or very different things that happened to them after they went out west. So you can have a number of different things happen to your character or your characters through this program. And I think it's not only fun to write, but also to share with your classmates. And we will eventually get to share our stories and talk about the things we liked and the information we included. So let's take a look at another example of a way that you could approach this story. Here we have the same title, Going West, but this is in a third person narrative, so it's not like before. Before there was a diary entry. This one is told like the stories, many of the stories that we read in ELA. So this is a long time ago, a family from New York decided to make the trip west. So this way you can kind of tell a lot of the details about a person, but you're not telling it from that person's first person perspective. So here you can see that they're trying to go out west and they had very little money and they were thinking about selling their cow and donkey for money or not. So again, like before, this type of story is not only factual and keeps up with a lot of the things that we talk about, but also allows you to have different options and different things that happen to your characters throughout your story. So your job for tonight is not going to be write a story. Don't worry, you don't need to do that quite yet. We are going to work on that a lot in class, and then we're going to share it and talk about it. Your job tonight is to think about the character or characters that you'd like to write about. What are they like? Why are they going out west? And then think about what are some of the things you want to happen to them or not. And you can choose a lot of different options. You can choose good things and bad things, and you can put both of them into your stories using this interactive option right here. So you are going to just make a brainstorm, outline, sketch something that you think you want your character to be like, and think about it a lot. So when we come into class tomorrow, you can start working on it individually or in a group, and you can also meet with me to discuss it a little further. So like I said, we're going to be using this program called Inklewriter, and tonight your homework is to watch this video. You can also watch a demo tutorial video on how Inklewriter works, if that would help you get used to it and get excited to use it tomorrow. And also, you can start thinking about what kind of story, what kind of character, and what direction you want everything to go in for your interactive story. So start thinking, write a few things down, and we can talk about it more tomorrow. We'll get working on this. I'm really excited, and I hope you are too. Thank you.